Here's Joe. let's look at some first. Yes, my channel discusses the facts of the case. I discuss it, the case. But I also am a commentary channel. So I'm going to comment anything that, pertains to the case, that circles back to Gypsy and shows her and her patterns, her parallels. And hopefully after this truth gets done and it's out, we can move on to a new subject, We will. As soon as Dee Dee gets her justice. But this is Joe, her friend that she talks to, that his wife confirmed that he did speak to Christy. Christy said it was just fine that he sent gifts to Gypsy and Aurora. So, how do I say this? Gypsy says Dee Dee was this con artist, this scammer, that she did everything and she was just blissfully unaware, didn't know. Yet, since she's got out, she's done everything to never work, hold down a job, contribute to society in any way, either by working or doing anything positive for mankind, helping in any sort of way. All she has done is continue to grift and scam and garner sympathy to get more money and free gifts. So, look at the similarities with Joe and Nick. I just want to show you this really quick. I know we've already went over Joe. Yes, allegedly he is a stalker. We went over the emails. Jeff warned her. Christy warned her. I'm assuming it's Rachel Garlick. That's what was said in the comments. I'm not convinced that it's Rachel, but who am I? I don't know. The FOIAs, redact the names. We're guessing on some of these, but some people, by the way people talk, etc. And I just don't. The way those emails read, it just didn't seem like a bestie writing to her bestie, warning her, I hope this email finds you well and thank you for responding. That's not how besties talk. That's just me. I don't know. But Gypsy's obsession. We're also going to go over how Nick and Gypsy met, which she lied about. Yeah, remember? She went on to the Christian website and said Nick winked at her and, did a winky face at her and messaged her first. We got the messages. She's such a liar. Yeah. But, and I just want to show you what kind of person Nick was before meeting Gypsy. This girl absolutely sought this guy out. She told her inmates in prison she did. And while she's telling Nick he's her knight in shining armor and he's her savior, she's in love with him, she was saying it to 4 or 5 other men. There was nothing special. I showed you that email. She wasn't in love with him. She never loved him. She just had that fairy tale of a white and shining armor coming to save her. Because in her head, she lives in this fantasy. Even today, it's all a fantasy. And we're going to look at the photos of where Gypsy claimed Dee Dee shaved her head when she didn't. Hello Starlight posted that photo. And she's at a event for children with cancer, and she shaves her head in solidarity with those children. And that was the very first time. She said on Breeze Live, that was the very first time that she shaved her head. Which is it, Dee Dee? Did it, or force you, or you did it at this. I have to look at Starlight's photo because I can't remember the name of it. It's a really awesome event. I do know that, and she did it just for attention. She did it to get more papers to write about her, news stations to put her in the clips and make her feel like the little celebrity she's always wanted to be. Anywho, how alarming is it that Gypsy says, this is, when she did her book signing, this is where MURDERERS come and KILLU. Because there's a lot of weirdos out there, so we have to protect Aurora. Even though they show her in every fashion, shape, form, they just put a little heart over her face or a smiley sticker over her face. It's still exploitation. She still doesn't have a say in it, and you are still using her for sympathy. Every time someone brings up your lies, it circles back to the baby always. And by the way, do you guys remember Sheena saying in that live when they were talking about the pictures being leaked that children are they're off the table. You don't go there. It's just not okay. It's just not right, whether they are small or adult. You do not go there, and you do not speak on other people's kids. Didn't you do that to Nina? All of you? You did. You even brought her custody case and spoke of her kids, talked about her kids, made horrible accusations about her kids towards Nina. And you also brought up Becca Scoop's ex-husband who passed away and brought her kids in to a conversation. That whole side did. Where were those boundaries then? Just saying. So let's look at this really quick because I just want to show you guys the hold on. Okay, I'm back. My mom's laying down, so she's sitting here listening to me. It's gonna be harder to do. But anywho, this is Joe, the alleged stalker. And I guess this is April 2025. I guess this is a filter that he posted. This is not anything I posted or looked for or found that is private. It's all over social media. So there's that. And look, he's a vampire. April 2025. I don't understand if this is old like Halloween post that he did that he just re-uploaded. But we all know Gypsy's obsessions with vampires and Twilight. I'm Switzerland. And the Scarecrow who doesn't have a brain. Now that's pretty fitting. Yeah. They even kind of look alike, him and Nick, a little bit. I don't know what this says. Oh, he says, learned lesson, never talk bad about me online. On this day, hashtag on this day, I always win. Let this be a lesson to everyone out there. Slandering me is a very dangerous thing. I'm in charge. If you talk bad about me online, bad things happen. As you see, I won in court even though the guy had forged evidence. I still won. Whether you like it or not, I always win. He's scary. It says, good afternoon, friends. I wanted to reach out to you as an update on our court case. With you know who. We lost. The fact is that the charges that he had on me were accurate. This was the case based on those charges, not the charges that I was trying to bring forward. I try to fight for you, but please take this as a lesson. If someone makes you feel uncomfortable or has harassed you in any manner, Tell an admin, report them, block them, and take it to the police. It is because of that that we lost this case. As per court order, all posts regarding him must be taken down. I know it hurts, but if this does not happen, I could be in serious trouble. I am still here, or you, if you need someone to talk to, your admins are here for you. If you have a problem and the police will, and then it's marked out something new. Please take down any posts regarding he who shall not be named. So, is this... It is a weird threat, that's for sure. I guess that's posted from Joe. And then we have these. It says, as a kid, Sesame Street taught me the value of education, empathy, and kindness. But Bugs Bunny taught me that revenge on enemies must be quick, clever, and brutal. Justice Joe. Random woman and kid that he just posted. It just says Cecily is the best. I don't even like posting this, honestly. I might just blur out all. I will. I'm going to blur out everything around this. I don't want to put their picture on here. Just another random woman and child, and he has like mad crying faces. It says missing you. I don't know. And this is his daughter. I'm not going to put her face on there, but she has a very uncomfortable, awkward, she just looks very uncomfortable. It says random dad and daughter. It says dad and daughter things. This was him in the suit. I don't know who this is. It was taken from someone's Facebook page and posted on his TikTok. So I don't know if that's him or not, but the child looks really uncomfortable. I'm going to blur her face out too. Another female and kid. Random woman and her child. Nothing said about it. And then it just says on this day, and that woman. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming it's somebody from a show. And then Twilight. Well, you know Gypsy's obsessed with Twilight, so there's that. The time he harmed himself for a girl to notice him. Peep the caption. I had my finger fused just for Martine, and she left me. I don't know. I don't, is it a Hulk baby? I don't know. I'll be blurring that too. It's pretty much a baby that's green. And for some reason, the last photo isn't showing up. But hold on a second. Let me show you on TikTok their messages. Okay, this is from Npgcornerstonenation on TikTok, so credit to them. It says from the moment Nick turned 13, he was on a mission to find true love, not through parties or teenage chaos, but through search engines that led him from one dating site to the next, chasing the kind of connection he never saw at home. And he did see his mother not have great relationships. He also witnessed her being abused and would hide in the closet. So there's that. While his parents had the 13 party phase, he skipped it, choosing instead a relentless quest for something real. I'm letting it play, but I'd rather read it than the AI, so.
He was on a mission to find.
After finally breaking free from a toxic relationship, most people know he landed on a dating site called Christian. I don't. It's CDFF. So Christian dating. I don't know what the FF stands for. I really don't. I'm sorry. Oh, Christian dating for free. That's what it is. Okay. And on April 30th, 2012 at 8:30 p.m. at exactly 22 years old, 1 month, 10 days, and 1 hour and 52 minutes old, he created his profile. So down to the T. Nick's list of girlfriends. And he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then one in prison. Most of them are from high school. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 were by person, and the rest were online, including Gypsy. Okay. So his profile was in Go to John 89, looking for the one and only one for me, smiley face. Gender male, country United States, city Waukesha, state Wisconsin, height 6 foot, eye color. It is hazel, age 20, smoker no, body type average, hair color brown, ethnicity Caucasian, denomination Catholic. So they're bringing this up because remember in the evidence photos, there was cigarettes that they took photos of that was there at Gypsy's. And I still am wondering if in the toilet it was cat litter or ashes, because to me it looks like cigarette ashes, but it probably is litter. I'm just saying there could be maybe ashes in there. I don't know. And let's go to the next one. This is his profile. Nick's looking for a marriage partner. Do you drink? Do you think? I don't. I'm just kidding. I do. No, I do not drink. Profession, unemployed at the moment, willing to relocate, possibly, who knows? Marital status, single. Do you have children? No. Do you want children? Wants children. Education level, high school graduate. Interest. Video games, watching movies, going for walks, and hanging out with family. About me. Well, my best friend is, it says the name. She is more like a sister to me, even though we aren't related. I am mainly one who is caring, trustworthy, sweet, lovable, honest, and extremely loyal. Yes, it can be a bit much to handle, but that is just a natural part of my personality, meaning be kind of stubborn, but overall, as long as I am in a good mood, I have a golden heart for people as I try to help anyone I can. So most of the time I'm in a good mood. And we've seen his videos. I'm going to show you them again, but he's very innocent, childlike. Not saying he's not, but when you read this, do you remember when he's talking in that interview he did a couple years ago? He said he noticed things because Gypsy groomed him, right? Before she met him when he was 15, he felt he had like psychic powers or something. You'll see what I mean. And now she's made him think that that is his evil side coming out. And that's what he believes instead of what he says here. This is definitely behavior, right? Yeah. Okay. I do show selflessness almost all the time, so much that yes, I'll admit it. I have been deceived in the past, but that is probably my most biggest turnoff, which is a deceiver. But yeah, that's about it. If you have questions, please ask me. And oh yeah, ask me. Like them, ask me them. And oh yeah, and I have one brother. Kids, make sure you know to leave the family out. I'll save that till the end. But okay, let's continue. I am single now, yes. If you want to be with me, I am only interested in the loyal and true to their partner type. Well, that ain't Gypsy. She never has been. She's never been loyal to one person. Not even Nick. He thought she was like his twin flame, soulmate. She's talking to other men. She asked to sleep with Dan Glidewell the night he rode the bus down. Interesting. Since I am stating, sorry, this is, let me start over. Since I am stating this, I am only being real about it, meaning if you aren't interested for a future relationship with me, please don't waste my time. And this is also a thank you to all of you who don't waste it. But all of you who are interested, please let me know. Obviously, I feel I am ready to be with the one I want to be with, or I wouldn't give this side a shot. And this is why I am so bold about my intentions. But I am totally into the Chinese zodiac sign since I do try to study them as much as I have time to. But thanks for reading my profile. I hope you like what you've seen. If not, at least you looked, which I thank you for. If anyone has a question, I'll answer it as soon as I'm able to. He just seems like such a polite type, but you can tell by the way, I mean, he's 20 here, so he seems very, I just don't know how that detective thought he did not have any type of mental handicap. I just don't. Okay. This person would be described as one who won't lie, even if it hurts to know the truth, but is extremely forgiving, affectionate, passionate, loving, loyal. They won't play games with my head. Bless his heart, because, oh my Lord. Oh, if he just went and had responded to her. Oh my gosh. That don't make sense. Is faithful to me even in the hardest times. Has a tendency to be selfless. Oh my gosh. Poor guy. He does. Oh man. He got the complete opposite. Everything he wanted, Gypsy is none of those. She is the complete opposite. Even when they don't realize it and wants to do all in their power to try to get me to succeed in life no matter what it takes, as I will try to do the same for them. And I am also a sucker for the most caring hearts too. But since I am a detailed person, I might as well go further in this. This person also will stand up for when they know they are right, and they will admit when they are wrong. Oh my gosh. This poor kid. Has Gypsy took any accountability or admitted any fault in anything? No. No. And it just goes, I mean, allegedly she does have antisocial personality disorder and is a narcissist, and this is what they do: love bomb, lie, manipulate. Again, she told her inmates she sought him out just for the reason of taking Dee Dee out. Right? And the sad part is like he's like the most best looking one she's ever dated out of any of the guys she's dated. Weird. Oh, it's so sad, you guys. I am big on due to my past relationships. This is something I am big on due to my past relationships. Though, even when they all couldn't do both of those, as most of them always thought they were right. I don't like that. You know, me either, Nick. He isn't like that at all. Someone thinks that, then well, a relationship is doomed and will fail. But now further into this, I know this person will see age as just a number. I don't believe that the Lord has made soulmates for people who are even in a wide number range of each other's ages some. Here's the saddest part of that. He's here on this Christian dating site. He's looking for loyalty, someone who will be honest, admit their faults, loyal to a fault, and not always think they're always right. He got the complete opposite. She was able to, I don't know, I think this is really sad. He was doomed from the moment he met her. I'll just say that. Jeez, man. So he says summer 12 or even 16 is probably the first I've seen so far as an age. But if I find the one, I will be grateful to have him, as the Lord is well aware. Oh my gosh. However, this person also will believe in destiny. Besides that, they also take the Lord seriously. You guys, she totally manipulated this kid, but not too seriously to where they don't think practical about everyday life. Oh my gosh. Besides, but also this person will have the strengths in them that would make us equal to each other, which I believe soulmates have strengths for. He just wants to be loved. He is so right about, he's seen what his mom went through. He's not really seen that love, but he wants that, that equal each other's weaknesses, make them whole, like when two parts of a ring are forged together, or just like that saying, two peas in a pod. I believe I have, let me unpause it really fast, gone deep enough into detail for now. If anyone is interested, please let me know. Any questions, I'll answer them. Thank you for your time, and may the Lord bless you. Smiley face. First date. I'm not one to ask for much to have a great date. All I would want is just a simple one, nothing too fancy or expensive, just one where we go out, have a good time, and be low budget. Besides, what I would care for, let me see what the next one says, the most in a date is the conversation. And that to me is what makes the best out of it. Besides, it's really hard to read these, you guys, but you just have to try. I know people probably think I can't read. It's not that. It's the spelling, the grammar, the punctuation. I know I'm not. I do it all the time too, but I make mistakes. But this is extremely hard. Not making fun of Nick at all whatsoever. Makes the best out of it. Besides, if we do anything together as well. So maybe a walk on the beach or in the park, something that don't require much money. Just give us a chance to get to know each other. Even more than we probably would have learned from online. Account settings. To message and go to John, you must meet the following criteria. 18 to 30. Appears on I think it says 3 members' favorites list. I don't know what that means, but they have to appear on 3 members' favorites list. So maybe his favorites list? I don't know what that means. So let's see what the next one is. So let's look at Gypsy. They call her the shrew. NPG Cornerstone, they call her the shrew. So let's look at her profile. Gender female. Country United States. City Springfield. State Missouri. Height 5'0". Liar. You're 4'11". She probably is 5'0". I call her brown. Age, she puts and lies about her age here. 18. She was not 18. She was older. Just saying. Smoker, no. Lies. Body type, petite. Hair color, brown. Caucasian is her ethnicity. Denomination, Catholic. She started out lying, you guys. And this is her profile. Looking for a long-term relationship. Do you drink? No. Profession, Christian artist, public speaker. Willing to relocate? No way. I'm gonna say this one more time. This chick set him up, was never going back with him, and she thought she was walking out of that interrogation room, like I've always said, and was shocked when they charged her with first degree Murder. Sir, I need a lawyer. Oh, those are the good old days. Marital status, single. Do you have children? No. Do you want children? Want children. Education level. Some school, but you said you never went to school. I'm just saying, you said you never went to school. Her interest. I love to read, watch movies, helping people. Name one person you've helped, Gypsy. I don't even want to hear. Oh, she's helped me so much with understanding this about how to do this, or no, not something you think she's helped you just by knowing her and watching her. What has she done to help anybody? Oh, wait. We'll be here forever. Okay. Interests about me. 1. First date. 1. Account settings. I don't know why she didn't put that, but account settings to message the shrew. You must meet the following criteria. Age between 20 to 25. That's interesting. Must not smoke. Must not drink. Well, Dan smoked, drank, and he was an addict. Allegedly. Which we know he was because she stole her mom's money and medication several times for him and Nick. Appears on 2 members' favorite list. Whatever that means. But she was willing to relocate with Dan in Arkansas. But no way is she willing to relocate. I truly think that she was looking for somebody on this site to do this. I do. So she claims they met on this website, and she claims that the site matched them and that he winked at her. So hold on. And this is what it looks like. And that he sent her this week. Wink. But in fact, he says his memory is clear as day. Says that never happened. In fact, he didn't even know her profile existed until her first message arrived on October 10th, 2012 at 1:50 29 seconds. 11:50. I don't know if it was AM, but I'm going to assume it's PM. I would say PM. Yeah. So this is how it started. I guess these are messages that she initially sent to him, you know, I'm assuming. I don't really know. I can't read. It's very blurry. So let me get, but yeah, it's like, replies. So it's instantly hi. She sent him the hi on 10/10, 11:54, 20. Yeah, it is from her. Wow. And here is the first message. No wink. It doesn't show that at the beginning. It shows just the messages. And the first message is from her. And it says, hi, my name is Gypsy. How are you today? Just saying. Nick replies, hi, my name is Nick. He responds like 20 seconds later. Hi, my name is Nick or Nicholas, whichever one you prefer. Thanks for asking, and I'm doing pretty good. Also, nice to meet you on here. Do you see how nice he is? And Gypsy replies, hi, I'm a little embarrassed. I will make fun of her. She's a little embarrassed. This is my first time on an online dating site. Liar. But I thought it might be nice. She met everybody online. She spoke to everybody online. Come on. But I thought it might be nice to me, new people. I'm reading how she wrote it. and maybe find love too, because Ivy never had a boyfriend. But she said Dan was her boyfriend. He just didn't claim her. What about that 50-year-old? Kenneth, whoever, and the 40-year-old. Those were your boyfriends, you said. Anywho. And my pals keep pushing me to go out there, you know? What pals, Gypsy? You said you didn't have friends. Your mama didn't allow you to have friends. What pals are pushing you to go out? Because, see, I do believe this. I do. Gypsy went to cheerleading camp. Gypsy went to gymnastics. Gypsy did pageants. Gypsy went to Girl Scouts. Gypsy went to Bible camp. And she went to Dee Dee and her had movie nights all the time, like monthly, every weekend sometimes. She met tons of kids at these events she spoke at. When did you not have friends? And in your own words, you started walking in front of the Rachel, the not blood aunt, remember? That brought her son over to play with you? Play dates? So dumb. So dumb. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's just irritating. Nick replies, okay, but don't be embarrassed. There really isn't any reason to be. Just think of it as this way. You aren't the only first timer. There is always a first timer at least once a day. As hard as that may be to believe, but it is true. I am, however, surprised you never had a boyfriend. I can see the beauty from the outside, but the beauty from the inside also matters as well, Gypsy. As for me, this isn't my first time. I have been on many of them, as I'll be open about that right away. And I see it as always possible to find love anywhere, whether it is online or offline. That is just the way I see it, but I feel it is easier to find people. He already sees her inside beauty because she said she felt embarrassed. So he's already trying to make her feel better. He's seen her photo. He thinks she's pretty, and she's already playing this woe is me type damsel. Gypsy replies, you are very right. Beauty is both, but more important on the inside. Like me, I'm no model, but I volunteer at different places and help anyone I can. I was going to be a nun when I turned 21, but I just don't know yet. I mean, is it wrong to want to serve God and have a life partner? I need to find a way to do both. Gypsy. You failed. She never wanted that. It's bullcrap. And then she says, I just read your about you thingy, and if I could, I'd go out with you. You sound a lot like me, LOL. No, he doesn't. He sounds nothing like you. But I hope you do find someone who is just perfect for you. You deserve it, Angel. Love bomb! Love bombing! Gaslighting 101! Love bombing! Nick replies, most believe that is the purpose for life here on earth, to serve the Lord and have a lifetime partner. However, I see the partner different. I have always believed if it was the one the Lord sent me, it would not be my soulmate, but also be a lifetime partner that would even be waiting for me heaven too. So no, it isn't wrong to do those things, as almost everyone believes this. part of why they are here. But you must keep an open mind, though. It is possible to do both. You can always help out the needy and serve the Lord by helping in churches. Most do that, and oh my gosh, if he only knew. And if they are the ones sent to them, well, then I don't know, it gets cut off because they're reading it, and I don't want to play that, but believes they are ready. That's his belief. Okay, let's see what Gypsy says. Well, Nick responds first and says, I feel blessed if you would go out with me, but hey, be smart. Let's just take this slow. See, oh my gosh, she's already like thinking they're in some type of relationship, because that's what I think. But I mean, no rushing. That can only, I think he meant only lead to trouble, which neither of us want, but it's true. I would be blessed to be able to be with a beauty like yourself. You definitely have a beauty inside. I can actually feel how pure you are. Oh my dear Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. A wolf in sheep's clothing, Nick. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Oh, you definitely have a beauty inside. I can actually feel how pure you are from inside. And well, I never experienced such a more pure soul as yours. It surprises me, but in a good way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is where it was easy to manipulate Nick, because he thinks she's a pure soul. Because she said she wanted to be a nun. And then Gypsy replies, oh, you're so sweet and a good person. I have to go help my mom right now. She has diabetes, but I look forward to talking with you again soon. Have a great day. Hugs. I guess that means Gypsy. I don't know what REW means. Oh, that's what my friends call me by for now. By Rue or Jip? By Jip. That's what it means. I get it because they call her Shrew. Rue, Gypsy, Jip. I get it. Bye for now. So he tells her these absolutely sweet, how he says she's this pure soul and he wants to go out with her. And she's like, oh, you're so sweet. I gotta go. Okay. He says, okay, I look forward to talk to you in the future as well. Take care of yourself. Thanks for letting me know. That is what your friends call you. Bye for now. Beautiful. Yes, I mean that as you're beautiful in both ways, outside and inside. I now know it's true. Oh, my Lord. So she replies back on the 11th. Hi, so you're into video games, huh? What kind of games do you like? I play PS2, GameCube, and a 64. One time I stayed up 11 hours straight playing Star Wars Force Unleashed. I don't get much of that kind of playtime anymore, but it sure is fun. What kind of movies do you like? I'm into anything but horror and those stupid movies. Funny, Gypsy, because those are the only movies you like and the only kind of videos you made. Hence the toothbrush, bananas, peanut butter, chocolate jelly. Oh my God. Pretty much what she says is the opposite. She is manipulating, lying, and absolutely grooming him. She really is. My favorites are Lord of the Rings. I got to meet Elijah Wood when he was king of the Mardi Gras parade. Because, well, Bacchus. Oh, I used to live in Louisiana before Hurricane Katrina. This is always in her everything. Then a medical helicopter came and rescued my mom and I and our cat. Now we live in Springfield, Missouri, which I'm kind of a hometown celeb. Do you see what I mean? She's a hometown celebrity. She knew this. She loved that attention. That's why she lied about being able to walk. That's why she shaved her head. That's why she put more. What did Didi get out of these cons? Did she manipulate to maybe financially get financial assistance? Yeah. Did she maybe over exaggerate those, like her sickness, to get more financial benefits? I do believe that. But Gypsy was sick. Dr. Feldman said he would not diagnose with Didi with Munchausen by proxy because of seeing all of the illnesses she had. But then, soon as the documentary comes out and says she's perfectly healthy and leaves out the microdeletion and the microcephaly and everything else wrong with her, then yes, it's now a case of Munchausen. Whatever. Because we get a lot of medical media coverage, and to this day, I can't go anywhere without people knowing who I am. This is just in her little hometown, and I believe this because look at the articles written before she even took her mother's life. I've always said that she's always wanted to be famous. It doesn't matter. But also what I do keeps putting me what I do keeps putting me in the spotlight. I am a public speaker for ACS and other things as well. It's my gift God gave me. I am able to speak without reading from a paper. I speak from the heart, and it comes out Bowery. Good. Sometimes I don't think it's me. I think that might be the only true thing she said. Sometimes I don't think it's me because it's not. It really isn't. Me talking, I think it's God talking through me. I checked how much I raised for ACS in 4 years, a $500,000. She raised herself in 4 years a $500,000. I'm gonna look into that. I wonder if we can find that out. Does anybody know? I would love proof, receipts. Because what you raised went straight back in your pockets. I'm happy I'm helping the cause. Anyway, back to movies. I also am a big Star Wars fan. I'm a member of the 501st Legion, Squad 66. 60. She meant 69, but I'm getting new armor this year. Guess what color? Pink, with the rose crest on the chest plate. She meant to say I'm, but she put in. So excited. And she put existed. She so existed, guys. And I like action movies. She so existed. Okay. Like action movies, I'm a guy's dream girl. I like football, and I like action movies. LOL. Nick replies, yeah, it's true. I'm into video games and all kinds too. I used to play the game systems, but now all I have is the Xbox 360, which is a more future gaming system, I guess. You could say, you sound like a guy's dream woman since you are a adult. I see you as a woman, not a girl, because the difference between you as a girl and a woman is the maturity. You are pretty mature. She knew he was the one instantly. Instantly. You sound like a guy's dream woman. I figured you love pink. It tends to be the most purely feminine color out of all. Well, now about the movies, I have no favorites. Never really ever did though. Um, Hold on. Okay. I don't mind horror ones either. Sometimes it is good for the soul to get a good scare because it reminds you that you're still alive. And feeling the fear from one of those kinds of movies makes some people feel alive because of the emotion of fear can always become exhilarating. But me, I'll be honest about fear. I'm pretty much fearless. I don't have many at all. Many losing the ones I am mainly, I think, is what he meant. Losing the ones I am close. The ones I'm close to, or not having my space, like claustrophobia. Oh, I thought of another one. I had the freezing cold. I suppose that is all, though. It's interesting, though. I do have gifts as well, and that might be a part of why I may seem so mellow. I have had psychic gifts ever since I noticed it, which was 15 years old, but they are sporadic and unpredictable. When I have them come into use each time it happens, the only other thing I could think of is that I used to live in West Allis, Wisconsin for most of my life, from 4 to 19 years old. But ever since I was 20 years old to now, I have been living in my birth city, which is Waukesha, Wisconsin. So here at 15, he felt he had gifts that came sporadically. It wasn't evil. It wasn't this darkness and voices that were telling him, that were coming out of him, like he said to the detective. Do you see where I'm going with that? I know do you remember the interrogation that he started hearing voices when he was 15? She's made him think that his gifts were, she groomed him, you guys. He thought he had a gift. Yeah. And then Gypsy replies, "Wow, that's amazing. I don't know why, but I find you intriguing. I've never told anyone but my mom, but I see things in my dreams and they come true. My mom and grandmother are also gifted with that too. I don't tell people because I'm afraid they think I'm some kind of wacko. But I'm not, and thank you for seeing me as a woman. Most don't because I'm smaller than most women. I'm 90 pounds and 5 foot. People mistake me for a 14, 15-year-old. LOL. And the way I dress don't help. I don't dress very modern. My mother raised me to have modesty, so my clothes are like..." Okay. Her mother raised her to dress modestly. If you've seen in those videos, she wears like sweats, pajamas, but there's dresses and all kinds of gowns and Disney costumes, like dresses in her closet, etc. And she has a ton of clothes. She was unhygienic and she was lazy. Let's be honest. Okay. My clothes are from the, hold on, 1900s, or like from the 1900 things that don't show my body off. Whatever. But that don't stop the guys from making rude comments to me in front of my mom. Look at the capitalization there, guys. So that capital, just remember only Dee Dee writing caps. If I hear, "Hey babe, nice chest," one more time, I will scream. The guys here are so rude, and it's like they don't care. Like, don't you care about who I am? I've never had a boyfriend. The guys here, I guess, are not like you. You're not like that. I can tell your parents raised you right. Are you on Facebook? If she hears "nice chest, babe," one more time, I thought your mother binded your chest. Even though we have videos of you and pictures of you in just lingerie and bras. Look in your knife. Lie, lie, lie. And now she wants him to leave this site and go to Facebook. So Nick responds and he says, because he says he's not one of those guys and he has respect for women. But then he goes into his premonitions, his psychic abilities are premonitions. That was what he was talking about. That's his psychic abilities, guys, and it's a gift. She's turned that gift into something dark. Yes, I can have premonitions like you do with dreams, but I have the abilities to read people's thoughts by body language, reading them through their eyes, also reading them through their tone of voice, just so you are aware of how uniquely strong my perception of everything around me is. Every time I have a girlfriend that was lying or deceiving me, I was able to tell when they did anything wrong to me, either lied about it or was about to even break up with me. I was able to be right 97% of the time. They couldn't fool me because I knew the truth. They were hiding even while they are times wouldn't admit it. I suppose you might notice a mysterious vibe to me. I don't understand why everyone says I have a mysterious vibe, but I guess that has prevented others from being able to read me. I wish to share this and share this knowledge with you because, for one, I want you to know you aren't the only one with those kinds of gifts. I am as well, even though I rarely use them because I tend to freak myself out at times when I do. So pretty much he's just saying he's able to read people. And he's wrong 97% of the time because he's already not able to use his gift to read her, right? And he says, I believe my soulmate's height would be, and it sounds like you are in shape for you to be 90 pounds. That says it right there. I am pretty up to date on things with health most of the time. He thinks that his soulmate is her, someone like her. I'm going to skip through. There's not a whole lot in it, but and just to be clear with you, I'm not a pig, as you know, so I won't say anything about your parts unless we were relation to each other where we would make more sense to, I guess in a relationship. So don't worry about you getting my respect. You automatically have it until you abuse it, as that goes for any woman I meet. Even though I feel you are more special than any other one I have ever met, though. The biggest reason is because of your purity. You are fully pure, not one bit tainted. I see you. You destined to find your soulmate, whether you found him already, as you hear from him right now, or in the future you find him now. It's really hard to read these guys, but he means no matter what. I know you deserve him, so if I was him, and I'm not fully sure of it yet, just because I feel like you are better than me, it's true. I have, however, managed to at least be neutral, though done enough good deeds and bad to stay neutral. It's better than being bad, even though I wish I was pure as you are at times. Yes, I do have a Facebook, and it's the link. I'll send you now. Hopefully it goes through, so you got it. He sends her his Facebook, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't respond. He says it again. I sent you the link to my profile page. Go ahead and copy and paste it, please. I'll add you as soon as I notice you added me. Rolls eyes. I guess because she's not done it yet, he's rolling his eyes. So it's definitely hours later. She said, hi, I sent you ad, but I need to tell you something. I have a med-cow condition. A spinal cord condition. Spinal cord? Okay. So I can't walk. I have a chair I use, but don't think of me as broken. I'm not. I've even won medals for racing, and I always decorate my chair to match my outfits. Is that an issue? Oh my gosh. And he says, okay, I'll add you. And why would that be a problem? You are an angel in my eyes, no matter any medical conditions you may have. It doesn't matter. It don't matter, he said. It don't matter the medical condition you have. It will never make any difference in how I see you from the inside out. Yes, I mean that. Poor Nick. And then he says, Like an hour later, it's okay. You can answer me on Facebook whenever you are able to. Just please remember to answer when you can, to answer me when you can. He's a very impatient type person. We saw that in their texts. He likes to talk and, them to respond pretty quickly when he talks to him. I mean, it's pretty common, but he does have the mind of a 10, 11-year-old. So. Now, not even a month later, November 30th, like 2 weeks later, Nick's account logs in at 7:42 a.m. and her final login was just 1 minute later at 7:43 a.m. to deactivate their accounts. Interesting, huh? And it deleted messages, they're right. And he was honest, he was clear in his profile. She lied from the very beginning. She always does. And where's the spinal injury, Gypsy? I haven't seen this in the medical records. Can you elaborate? It's just a lie. That's all it is. She just lies for attention. And she's a local celebrity. And I'm going to show you this really quick. This is from Npg Cornerstone as well. I just want to show you guys how he was.
Good time watching this. Here we go, guys, and enjoy. Well, everyone, I'll see you on the next video. Well, anyway.
Isn't that sad? You can see kind of similarities with his and Joe's face. That's all I meant in looks wise. Joe is not like her, but you can see he gets attached really easily. So does Joe. Just saying. Let's finish with one more thing. Actually, two more, and then we'll be done. I can't ever do it under an hour. I'm sorry, guys. But let's just finish really fast. Let me show you this from Hello Starlight Live, a photo. Okay, credit to Hello Starlight Live. Love some Hello Starlight's content, her and Haiti. To me, they're like sisters. But she posted, she has got this. The first time Gypsy Rose shaved her head, it wasn't forced upon her, and it wasn't Dee Dee shaving her head. According to Gypsy on Breeze Live recently, Gypsy said that this was the first time she shaved her head at a Louisiana charity head shave event, St. Baldrick's Foundation, supporting childhood cancer. And here she is getting her head shaved. But she made it sound like Dee Dee did it. Just saying. See how just the smallest details, she just lies about it. Everything. She blames everything on Dee Dee. Who cares you shave your head, but you're going to blame it on Dee Dee? How do you sleep at night? You know, it is 10 years later, even up to 20 years later, and you are still shaving your head. This was posted. I'm not going to her page to look at the video. I don't care. But she shaved her head on her own because she supposedly fried it. I don't believe that. She shaves her head when she's stressed. She cuts her hair when she's stressed. She said it over and over and over. I think it's pretty clear that when she shaved her head was when a lot of the emails came out. She went off TikTok and social media, and then came back and started wearing the wigs because she had shaved her head. Her hair just kept getting shorter and shorter. And that was newsworthy because she contacted TMZ and People magazine. Because her re-release of the book, which wasn't a book. But I want to show you something really quick. And I seen this yesterday. I wanted to make a video yesterday, just didn't have time. Y'all, getting up at 4:30 a.m. I know I say it, but it really sucks. My butt hurts from driving. Taking it to work, getting back at 7, doing my stuff here, and then leaving, getting him. We usually leave here about anywhere between 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. And usually get back here, never before. Like if we leave at like 1, I usually get back around 4. But if it's later, it's like 6-ish, 5, 6, whatever. The other night we got back at 7, right before 7. I'm just so and my mom is here. She's actually asleep on the bed. She's probably listening to me, but just trying to keep her happy. She's having a hard day today. Not trying to keep her happy, just busy too, so she's not bored. But let's look at this really fast. Someone pointed this out from her medical records, and I'm not saying either way it is or isn't, but in my humble opinion, I would agree with it. So let's not forget on Becca's live, I caught the very tail end of what I did because she actually spoke about this, or was it the beginning? I don't know. And my grandson's mad. I gotta hurry. He doesn't want me making a video either. But this is in an email, and remember Christy said they were terrified and gonna have to take legal action and get restraining orders, etc., 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 right? Okay, well, she replies to somebody, I don't know who it is, and this is posted in the subreddit too, from Mojito Duke, but she says, reply to, okay, so I like to read, don't laugh. Okay. I have many stories. So one guy, I call him Stalker Joe. He started as a Gypsy superfan, and then when I tried to show him kindness, he misread as more. And when I rejected him, he turned crazy. He now bashes me, telling everyone I betrayed him. I'm like, no, I just didn't want to date you, dude. Don't ever convince me that she didn't insinuate or imply or lead him on in some way. She already knew to stay away, so. There is a girl who does TikTok. Her name is Blank, and she wrote to me some months ago. She is anyways, and she developed a huge crush on me after a 30-minute phone call and 4 emails. Well, I kind of got her and my friend talking on that level, but Blank won't stop being hung up on me, even getting a rose tattoo. I have many more, but all kind of fall under the category of people with extreme hate or love. I don't know if he got a rose tattoo. I don't know. But I guess he did. She's talking about Joe here. Anywho, let me get that picture up for you about the medical records. And we saw her and Ken, but now it's her and Ryan. Remember? But in her profile, she doesn't. She did. Oh, really fast. This is by Theme Crazy. This is under Joe's YouTube video, and Joe's response is still defensive for her. He is wackadoo, in denial, just like every one of them. So please be careful with Gypsy Rose. I don't think you're aware of what she did to her last autistic boyfriend. She isn't as safe as you think she is. She did nothing to that monster. It's what he did to her. She is safe, and you will respect her. Now, don't have to be careful of anything. She's a good person. Fact, not opinion. And he thinks she's a celebrity, and he idolizes her, and she said she's you get the gist, right? You see, he even looks like he thinks she's an angel too. So here it is, and this is 10 years old when this was written, right? I mean, this is from her medical records, and it's a pulmonologist. And do you see that circle right there? Let me click on it. Okay, come on. Let me get. Okay. Well, dang it, I wasn't recording, but I have to read this all over. So, acute severe behavioral disturbance. You guys can read this. It refers to a sudden and intense episode of behavior. Maybe we haven't seen everything, like I said, because they don't want us to see that this is in her medical records. Maybe it shows these in those medical records, like I said. That's why we've not seen everything. Because I mean, I'm not seeing, I don't know. This is a pulmonologist saying that she is in good control of it. And it makes sense if a child has that, can control it, or at that moment she had good control. And it wasn't A, B, A, S, B, P. It was clearly a D. There's no P in that. I'm not saying she does or doesn't. It's just what ifs thrown out to you guys. It can be related to various underlying causes, including mental health conditions, neurodevelopmental disorders, or medical issues. ASBD is a medical emergency where a child's behavior becomes so extreme that it puts them or others at risk. Mental health conditions, psychotic disorders, mania, agitated depression, anxiety disorders, borderline personality disorder. Do you not remember in her doctor records over and over and over anxiety issues, extreme anxiety, severe anxiety, etc., etc., etc.? Now we do see that in her medical records, right? And for educational and entertainment purposes only, she was diagnosed by a doctor to have antisocial personality disorder. And in my humble opinion, I agree. Neurodevelopmental, it's like autism spectrum, ADHD, medical conditions, infections, neurological issue, seizures, or medication side effects, substance abuse. Isn't that weird? Because it sure does fit everything. I'm just saying. Symptoms are, and they can vary, but often include aggression, agitation, or physical violence. Self-harming behaviors, cutting your hair. Extreme distress or anxiety, difficulty communicating or following instruction. Disrupted sleep patterns. You can stop and read, management, definitely seeing medications in some cases, addressing underlying causes, therapy, etc., de-escalation. Dee couldn't de-escalate that BB cat, right? She unloaded that on her. And just remember, it's a sudden and intense episode of agitated, aggressive, or combative behavior, often accompanied by psychological changes. Is that not what she does? Is that not what we see? Is that not fitting the patterns that we always... Just saying. And let's not forget these texts, right? To Nicholas, this is Gypsy. My feelings won't change. And though I have freakouts, is this Diddy? I always come back to my love. I am sorry I scared you. Nicholas responds, Dear, will there be less of these freakouts in person? It's not the same woman he initially met, right? No. We see her talk a lot like that with him in those text messages, and we see her act a little squeaky voice and talking to the detectives, and then at the end, completely different person. I feel she mirrors a lot of people too. Yeah. But there it is. ASBD. That is a D. And it says good control. Just saying, just saying. Again, where are these spinal injuries, Gypsy? Huh? I'd like to know. That's a big winky dink if not, because it definitely explains her very well. Okay, this is a long video, so I'm going to leave it here, and I'm going to put the names up of the people who left me supers, so thank you guys. Love you. And if you like this content, please like, subscribe, let me know what you think in the comments below this. I just wanted to share that, go over that. We don't go over a lot of Nick's stuff, but we see parallels. Actually, Joe's a lot more concerning. And like the judge said, I think he uses his autism to his advantage to mistreat people, whereas Nicholas didn't. He truly was just who he is. He thought he was saving a girl from when in all reality she never loved him. But more importantly, this scary guy that Christy said they needed to get cops involved, and Christy saying, you know, restraining order was needed, and Gypsy saying the same, basically calling him Stalker Joe. She talks to him on the phone. She talked to him on the phone. His wife confirmed. Christy said it was fine. He sent gifts to Gypsy. They are in communication. We've seen the post. I showed it in my last video where Gypsy said thank you. And he responds, I hope to get a call from you again. I can't wait to hear from you. Can't make this stuff up, dude. You're so worried about your child. Protect her at any cost. The calls are coming from within the house. And, you know, they're all a bunch of wackadoos. 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 And in Jennifer Coolidge, the spirit of Jennifer Coolidge, you know, since one crazy commenter didn't like my rants and tangents, it makes me want a hot dog real bad. I had to look her up. I'm hungry. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to start editing, and yeah, please like, subscribe, leave me your comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Good night.